Hello everyone, thank you for listening and watching. If this video has found you, there's a message here for you, but please take what resonates and leave the rest. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the dark side of self-love. And when I say dark side, I don't necessarily mean negative, but there are some not so fun parts about the self-love journey that a lot of people don't talk about, right? It's just not as attractive. It's not as fun to go through these certain aspects of the self-love journey. And some people think that when I say I love myself, that it's going to be an automatic thing. You know, that if I use enough affirmations, if I pray enough, or even if I pretend that I'm happy all the time, that this is self-love. This will manifest self-love. While there's a certain part of that that's true, it's not going to be an automatic thing, okay? The initial phase of self-love, of truly embarking on a self-love journey, is going to involve a lot of shadow work and being willing to confront and heal childhood wounds. So this part of the journey is very arduous work, but it doesn't have to be scary, okay? I mean, there's so many tools available nowadays that we can use, you know, YouTube and books and online therapy, all kinds of things that can support us on our self-love journey. So it is hard work. It is painful work, this shadow work and this childhood wound healing. But again, you have resources and tools available to use, okay? Self-love, the energy of self-love, is going to bring up anything unlike itself. So when you're really starting on this journey and getting into the healing part of it, it's going to get ugly, okay, before it gets beautiful. You're going to have to confront aspects of yourself that you've suppressed. There's also going to be people that are no longer comfortable being around you, okay? People are going to hate you because you love yourself. As odd and as bizarre as that sounds, it's literally true. The more you love yourself, certain people are going to fall out of your life. And it's going to get to the point where certain people literally want to hurt you because you love yourself. Okay, your self-love is triggering and activating their demons, which in reality is giving them a choice, okay, to get on this self-love journey. But if they're weak, if they're scared, if they are in any way intimidated or frightful or fearful about seeing what you went through on your self-love journey, then they're not going to do it. They're not going to be ready. And some people are not ready, and there's no judgment. But don't allow that to impact your journey and what it is that you are doing, okay? You will have enemies when you love yourself. And unfortunately, most of these enemies will be family members and people that were once close to you, that choose to stay stuck in the past, that choose to play victim, that don't want to heal their childhood wounds because these things get them attention. It helps them to trauma bond with other people. Okay, but again, your healing journey in and of itself does not have, how can I say this? What you do is nobody else's business. If they're observing you and being triggered by what you're going through or, you know, having a reaction to it, that's their business. But they have an opportunity to heal if they choose to, okay? Self-love is going to require you to create healthy and strong boundaries, okay? Keeping energy vampires and karmics out of your life, and they're not gonna like that, right? Another thing about self-love is that it is an everyday practice, okay? It's conscious healing work that does require a level of isolation, being with yourself, especially in the beginning. And again, there's gonna be people that aren't ready for that. You might not be ready for that level of isolation, and the people that are in your life might not be ready for you to separate and isolate yourself from them, okay? Whatever's happening outside of you as a reaction or a consequence of your self-love journey, it needs to all be okay with you. Do not fold because somebody else disapproves of what you're doing or criticizes what you're doing. And anybody that is criticizing you or putting you down because you love yourself, they're not on your path. That's a clear indication that this person is not aligned with you. They're not on that self-love path. They won't understand what you're doing. So their good opinions are irrelevant. So to me, there's 3 pillars of self-love as far as practical action goes, okay? That's education, meditation, and application. But these 3 things are the foundations of self-love. And again, it's a daily practice, okay? And self-love is going to cause change in your life, in your habits, in your surroundings. So this could create a lot of upheaval in your life. Again, things could get ugly before they get beautiful, right? Your self-love journey could help you to discover that I'm not living in the right environment. I'm not in the right job. I'm not in the right relationships. I'm not making enough money. I don't like the way I look physically. I'm dissatisfied, displeased with my physical appearance. I don't like the way that I treat myself. I don't like the way other people treat me. And so once you have these realizations, you're going to want to change them. And like I said, it's going to create that upheaval. And some people are fearful of that. You know, you want to love yourself, but you want everything to remain the same. And unfortunately, that is impossible. So if you're listening to this and resonating with it, have the courage and the perseverance, the tenacity, the determination that is needed to get on the self-love journey and to stay on your self-love journey. Okay? So thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.